friends call you in school?
Ram Gopal.
In college?
College also same.
Ram Gopal.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, sir, after college and before you actually decided on one particular, okay, I'm going to make a film, or I'm going to join the film industry as an assistant director or whatever, what jobs did you do? I mean, I've heard so much about you. You planned to go to Nigeria.
Yeah.
You got into certain
Correct.
fights. And
See, immediately after my engineering, I was, my grandfather got me a job in the construction of Taj Krishna Hotel in Banjara Hills, yeah, as site engineer.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no clue about engineering. I was a very bad student. But on recommendation, Mr. G.V. Krishna Reddy, because he knows my grandfather, he gave that job. So which was paying me some 800 rupees salary at that time. So
Which year was
this was, I think, roughly 85, 86, I would think, you know. And then when I was working, there's a very tough supervisor called, supervising engineer called Krishna Rao. So it was very difficult to escape work, and I hate work. You know, I was very, very dishonest with my
You hate that work?
Yeah, whatever, yeah. And then I was deputed to look at a small construction activity happening in Novapan factory, which was in Patancher. So that also belongs to Mr. Krishna Reddy only. So that was a big break for me because no one was there to supervise me of what I am doing. So in Novapan factory where I used to start working on a script and this and that is where I actually wrote the very beginnings of Ratri and Shiva.
what about this plan to go to Nigeria
Yeah.
or to start a video?
Then what happened is, I was in love with this person who was my sister's friend called Ratna. So once I came out of engineering, we immediately got married, and obviously a lot of pressure because my father was not earning much, and my money was obviously 800 is nothing at the time. So I was under pressure to do something, but because I was such a film obsessed guy, I constantly, every chance I get, I used to go to see a film, which my wife used to hate for a good reason. And then she realized one day that it's not going to happen here. And her father is in Nigeria. So she managed to get me a job there, which was paying maybe some 4,000 a month, which was a very big jump compared to what I was having, yeah. And I also gave up, but in this same time period, I was actually trying to meet, I actually met Suresh Babu, Mr. Ramanayudu's son. I met Ramoji Rover. I met Shashi Bhushan, who was the Sardi studio thing. But all of them, and all of this happened because of my father. Because my father was working as sound engineer and he knows them. And very reluctantly, with embarrassment, he used to arrange a meeting because he thought they will laugh. They will laugh at him. You know. So all of them were polite to me in the context because of who I am, but none of them really showed any. So I thought it's not going to happen. So then when my wife came up with this offer, I thought I'll go to Nigeria and go there, and then I kind of will work and earn money and come and make a film for myself. That was my idea. You know? And in the context of this happening, one friend of mine called Naidu, he was taking me to get a driver's license, international driver's license, is one of the documents required to travel abroad and to get a job, something like that. So en route is stopped near a video library in Lal Bahadur Stadium, near that, you know. And that was the first time I saw a video library. So that belongs to a friend of this guy. So those days they were just coming up. We never had a VCR. So I have no connection to video at that time. So when that guy was talking, when I was watching all this, I suddenly realized, what if I start a video library? You know? Because I thought I know more about films than anyone else, and that will be the USP of mine, because I was listening to the video library guy talking to my friend, and I thought he knows jack shit about anything, and I had more knowledge than him. And overnight I decided to start a video library and drop my plans to go to Nigeria. And obviously my wife...
Video engineering, and then you were part of the construction, and then you shifted to another construction, and then you decided to go to Nigeria. And all this happened without your interest, without your knowledge.
No.
Because of somebody's. And suddenly, overnight, you decide that, since I know more, I can start.
I
with it.
decided on the shop. Not in overnight. I
As
didn't
in,
even think
when
about
that
it.
happened, obviously the entire family went against saying.
More than, see, my family, I think almost gave up on me much before,
I was about to ask you.
But Ratna was so angry, which is understandable. Because after all what she did, and this guy, and I didn't have a rupee in my pocket to start a video library. That's another point.
Now, how do you manage?
Yeah, so my father also was coming almost close to retirement at that time. So he had one of my uncles, he gave him a shop in Amirpet without so-called pagadi or deposit. So my father had plans to start some kind of a apple juice or some juice center for his retirement working. I went and asked my father for that shop. It was started video library. My father looked at me, and but of course, at least that's a place. I said, just give it to me for 2 months, and if it doesn't work, then you can take it back. And then my cousins, some friends in the colony, I took loans of 500 rupees, 1,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees, all like that. Around 9 to 10 people, I managed to get a capital of 20,000 rupees. And then there was some guy who my father knows, and I trusted him, and he sold his video cassettes, and half of them were not working because there was some fake. So they don't go into the VCR. So my 20,000 capital became 10,000.
Oh, God.
On the very start, even before the thing started. But I started almost my first look of my shop in Amirpet. There was I don't remember the exact measurements. It's about 20 feet by 10 feet. And in one corner of the shelf, there are these mini cassettes. That's all. Everything else was blank. Because I didn't have money to put anything. But I started the shop.
What is the shop called?
Movie House. Yeah. And then once it started, everybody picked it a massive failure because it doesn't have content and there is no parking area there, X and Y, also all kinds of things. But my calculation was there were at least 20 people I know at that time who owns VCRs. Okay. So I thought they will come to me and 10 rupees per cassette and 200 rupees per day, 6,000 per month. That almost was my operating cost of the rent and blah, blah, blah. And then once it started, within 1 month, I reached 100 cases per day. But none of the 20 people came.
Oh, somebody else.
Somebody else came. So I think that was the first flop I made. Because see, the success was by default, who I was not counting on.
Okay.
And the failure was intentional.
So
because if I knew that these 20 people won't come, I would have never started the shop. That's the whole point,
Like and subscribe Eagle Media Works.